When Tarantino said this statement, everybody went up in arms. Every Marvel fanboy was pissed off. But when you really think about it, he's right. I don't mean to disrespect any director on Marvel projects. It's the Marvel way. Marvel makes movies in a way that suits them and the way they can pump out so many movies in so much time. And when you think about it, Tarantino is right. And that what he believes in is right because directors are very essential to the filmmaking. But why is it? Why do directors matter? Why are directors so vital? Why do people flock to theaters to watch Oppenheimer because Christopher Nolan is the director? The answer is because he's the visionary. Cinema is an art form which takes multiple people doing their own thing that in culmination results in a beautiful film. But there must be a vision and someone who looks over everything, and that's the director. The vital person can make the film a masterpiece, or a terrible director can make a bad movie. This doesn't mean that everything is about the director, but the director is the very essential component of making movies. And without him, there's pretty much nothing. It's like a Navy ship, right? If you have a Navy ship, or you have a captain or commander or leader, everybody's doing their own job, but if there's no one leading them, no one motivating them, no one around them to tell them what to do, it's going to be chaos because everybody can't just do their own thing. They need someone to say, oh, this is how you should do it, or this is what we need, and someone who can say, oh, this is the way to do it. That's the thing that directors do, and that's why they're so essential and so components that are very much vital to the success of films, and why we revere directors so much. Marvel has released 23 films from 2008 to 2019. That is a lot of movies. But how? How did they manage to release so many movies in this short amount of time? The answer? The Marvel method. You see, Marvel makes its movies like TV shows. See, in TV shows, directors have no power over the episode. It's the showrunners and the producers who have the power. Marvel makes its storytelling decisions early on and hires directors to fulfill those visions. That's why Scott Derrickson left Doctor Strange 2 because of creative differences, or when Edgar Wright left Ant-Man for creative differences. That is my number one dream project that I would still love to see. Marvel's method of planning and having a story be before and having directors isn't wrong, because without this very reasoning, there can't be a cinematic universe with this many movies and characters. Directors often have their own visions that they'll fight for. All these legendary directors, James Cameron, Ridley Scott, Quentin Tarantino, Spielberg, all these have their own distinct styles and tastes that make their movies so unique and theirs. And so to say that they will listen to others is wrong. And so they want to fulfill their visions. And every director wants to do that. That's how they work. But that's not how a cinematic universe is made. A cinematic universe isn't about the director. It's about this universe and these very different characters coming together to make this entire overarching story. So their directors can't be what they want and make exactly the story they want because they want cinematic universes. So they hire directors where they can get the stuff that they need out so that they can have something like the Infinity Saga out there. That is such a cinematic big achievement. Look at James Gunn. James Gunn did something different where he had the original script for Guardians of the Galaxy. He rewrote it into the version we love and care for today. But besides him, who do we really call the best in the genre? Christopher Nolan, Sam Raimi, Taika Waititi, maybe the Russo brothers? But besides them, sadly, majority of the directors really don't have an impact. How many people know Peyton Reed did all the 3 Ant-Man movies, or Captain Marvel directed? The overwhelming majority of these directors are not really the voices of the films, and are not very known because of the fact that they don't have the control over these movies. And when I watch Ant-Man, I don't think Peyton Reed. I just think, oh, it's an Ant-Man movie. I don't really think about the directors. And that doesn't mean that for every movie I ever watch, I have to think about the directors. But the impact that they leave on the Marvel movie is not there. It's just not there. And that's the truth. Most directors in this genre don't have control over their films, but that doesn't mean their hard work is useless. Their hard work still makes films that we celebrate in pop culture. So in the end, maybe it isn't so bad, but the thing is that they won't have the impact, but they still make movies that cinematically make us feel love and we care for these characters. And that's the most important thing. And maybe even if they're not well known, they still have this impact that we still love and care and joy for. And maybe that's the only thing that matters in the end. If you like this video, please subscribe.